today?
Good, and you?
I'm good. I hope everyone is enjoyed to join this class today.
Yes.
All right. Before we start our class, we pray together. Prayer begins. Finished. Well, now I will check your attendance one by one. The first one is Lestia. Are you there?
Present, Miss.
All right. Fabila.
Present.
Good. Arista.
Yes, Miss.
Good. Johnny.
Present, Miss.
And the last one is Wida Yustiari.
I'm here, Miss.
All right. Good. All right. All students are present completely. All right, students. Last meeting we already learned about place. We already learned about how to telling the place, public place in English, and you already do a great job. All right, now we will learn about next material, which is related to our previous class. It is about telling time. All right, in the previous class you have already studied with enthusiasm and you already do a great job, and I hope you do the same things in this class also, especially in our today's material. All right, now before we move to our material today, I would like to read the learning objective or goals to be achieved. All right, by the end of the lessons, the students are expected to be able to read and represent a time in digital and analog form. And then the students are able to match the word and picture related to the time. And then the last one is the students are able to implement and perform the dialogue about the telling time in front of the class in pair. All right, students, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, without further ado, let's move to our material. As I said before, our material today is about telling the time. In English, there are two ways that you can use to express the time. The first one is American style and British style. Next, for American style, the way of telling time in American style is most simpler and easier because the pronunciation is similar to how to pronounce hours in Indonesia. In American style, we say the hours first and then the minutes. For example, to say jam 5:20, you can say with it is 5:20. Very simple. The other example, to say jam 7:30, you can say with it is 7:30 in English. All right, the next one is a British style. The way of telling time in British style has its own rules to explain the relationship between minutes and hours. The term to use in British style, which are a half, which used for pronoun 30 minutes, and then a quarter, used when the hour hand show less or more 15 minutes, and then a clock, used when the hour hand show exactly on 12. And then past is to express the time is used when the hour hand show over 1 until 30 minutes. And the last one is to express the time less than and use when the hour hand show more than 31 minutes and above. Right, the next one is The next one is the pattern of British style. The pattern of telling time in British style is minutes and followed by past or to and then hour. For example, to say pukul 2 tepat, you say with it's 2 o'clock. And then the next example is if you want to say jam 7 lebih 10 menit, you can say with it's 10 minutes past 7. And the next example is if you want to say jam 8 lebih 15 menit, you can say with it's a quarter past 8. And the next is about the use of AM and PM. AM stands for ante meridium to show the time from 12 in midnight until 12 in the afternoon, while PM stands for post meridium to show the time from 12 in the afternoon to 12 in the evening. Well, if you don't want to use AM and PM, you can replace them with the other words like in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and at night. For example, the first one, it is 2:45 AM, indicating that it was 15 minutes to 3 in the morning. And the other example is it is 8 o'clock PM, indicating that it was 8 o'clock in the evening. Alright, the next one is about dialogue in telling the time. Alright students, in asking the time, you can use the following sentences. You can see at the slide, for example, what time is it? And then, what is the time? And the next example is, what time is it right now? And the next example is, do you know what time is it? And the other example you can see in the slide and make a note. Students, please see to the slide. Now, I give you the example of dialogue in telling time. You can read the dialogue and make a note, because after this, I would like to tell you to make short dialogue with your friends. Are you finished?
Yes.
Alright. Any questions so far?
No. It's clear.
That's all our material today is about telling the time. If there is no question, I would like to give a little quiz in telling the time. And now I would like to call you one by one. The first one is Lestia.
Yes, miss.
Lestia, what time is it?
Which one, miss?
This one.
It is 4 o'clock.
Good. Alright, next Vida. Vida, what time is it?
I think it is quarter to 10, miss.
Good. Great job. And next, Fabiola.
Yes. That's one, miss.
Yes, that's one.
That is past to 9.
Good. The next student is Arista.
It's quarter past 11.
Good. Give applause for Arista. The last is Johnny.
Yes, miss.
Johnny, what time is it?
I think it is 20 to 9.
Good. Give applause for Johnny. Alright students, I think you already understand about telling the time. Now I will give you a piece of paper with some pictures on it, and you have to match the words and the pictures related to the time. And this test will practice your understanding about telling the time.
Thank you, Miss.
Now, please read the instruction first. The student match the times and the words in drawing a line to connect the matching times. Okay, you may start now. You have 10 minutes to fill it. Have you finished?
Yes.
Alright, I will collect your answer sheet. Thank you. Thank you. Alright students, after doing the first exercise, I will check it later on. Now I will divide you into two groups and you can sit together with your partner. The first group are Arista, and then Fabila and Lestia. And the second group is Wida and Johnny.
Yay.
Now you can sit with your partner and I will give you instruction to make a short dialogue.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Alright. Now please make a short dialogue about telling time and then perform it in front of the class with your groups, and you have 10 minutes to discuss with your friends.
All right, Miss.
You may start now.
Yes.
Woo, great, great. Have you finished?
Yes.
Alright, now please present your dialogue. Start from group 1.
Yay.
Yes, you may start.
You will present our group work.
Give applause for group 1. Okay, group 1, you may start your dialogue.
All right.
Wow, that's amazing dialogue. Give applause. Thank you, group 1. Alright, next, the second group, Wida and Johnny. Please, time is yours. Give applause for Johnny and Wida.
But I'm very nervous.
You may start.
Office. What time is it? We are going to be late.
It's a 7:15. We are on time. Don't panic.
But I thought we had to be. Yes, I can. Ta-da.
Yes.
Alright, good, very good. Okay, class, I think our time is up. Did you enjoy the class?
Yes.
I hope so. So now it is time for me to wrap up the material today. So in English, there are two ways that can use to express the time, that are British style and American style. The way to telling in American style is more simpler than British style. For example, in telling jam 6 lebih 45 menit, in American we just say it is 45, while in British style has its own rules to explain the relationship between minutes and hour. For example, to say jam 6 lebih 45 menit, in British you say with it is 6:45. So I think that's all about our material today. Are you enjoy class?
Yes! Fun!
Very good. And then I would like to check your task results. They are very amazing and all of you already answered the question correctly, and also in making and practicing the dialogue you did very well, and I'm so proud of you, and once again give applause for us. Alright students, before we end our class, it's good to end with praying together. Pray begins. Finished. Alright, thank you very much for your enthusiasm and see you in the next meeting. Goodbye.
Bye, thank you, Miss.
Thank you.